Hi everyone, hope you're well. Welcome to Instagram Licks and Tricks video number 12. This week we're doing a funk single note line in the key of D. So here it is with a bit of backing. Just put it into context a little bit. So. So, the first part of this is based, sort of loosely based around this D major arpeggio. Okay? So if you don't know your arpeggios, go and learn those. Very, very important. I use them all the time. More, I think in arpeggios and chords more than scales. That sits much better with me anyway. Obviously we all play a bit differently, and whatever suits you. Obviously you play to your strengths, but yeah, arpeggios for me are just the way, So this first part. Okay, so it starts off. We've got this open D note here, this open D string. And then we're doing this slide from the F to the F sharp. So we're going from the minor third to the major third. Okay, which is a strong chord tone, right, in D. Because we're outlining this D7 chord. Okay? The D7 chord obviously is built up from the D note, the major third, which is F sharp, the A, which is the fifth, and then the C note, which is the flat 7, right? Okay, so we're sliding up there, and then we're going to this A note, which is the fifth, and the sixth degree, which is B, and then this D note here on top. So that's that first lick. You could mess around with that, with this kind of thing going. Whatever it is, okay? See, loads of fun, hours of fun just doing that, okay? I can sit there all day just to, just messing around with these little single note ideas. Obviously a little bit of palm muting in there as well. And quite a few muted notes, in between. Okay, and then, so anyway, regardless, I'm faffing, I'm babbling. Which I tend to do. Onwards. So then I'm just coming back down, basically, those notes. So we go to the root note there, on the 3rd fret on the B string, right? The D note. And then back down, playing the B note, and then the A note there on the G string. 4th fret and 2nd fret, right? A couple of mutes in there as well. And then back up again, but this time not ending on the D note, we're ending on the B, on the 6th degree there. Okay, and then we've got this chord part. Okay? This kind of thing used in funk music, soul, R&B, Motown, loads of stuff where you're just playing, we're playing the twinkly end of the guitar, if you like, these, where the guitar kind of is going to poke through in the mix, you don't want to be playing down here, on these bass notes, because, well, obviously the bass has got that covered. I'm probably the left hand on the piano, right? So we want to be standing out somewhere, okay, where we can play, where you're hearing these little nice nuggets of guitar, if you like, okay? I think I remember watching a Nile Rodgers interview, where he's describing his playing, just playing, when he's thinking about strumming and stuff, he's not really thinking about hitting these two strings. You know, you're hearing the majoritively, you're hearing the top of the guitar. You know, the G, D, G, B, and E strings, right? So you're getting the top of the chord. And you know, let's be honest, Nile Rodgers knows what he's talking about. Yeah, much more than me. So, anyway, back to this. We've got this chord part. So, we're playing the major thirds throughout, which is F sharp here on the B string, okay? 7th fret. And then we're playing first the C note on this E string, which is the flat 7. Sorry, let's not play that open G string. My bad. Okay? And then moving down there to the 7th fret to play the B note, which is the 6th degree. And then down to the A note on the 5th fret on the 1st string, on the E string, which is the 5th degree, right? And then you're doing a little hitting the 7th fret, the B note on the E string again, and then back down to that 5th fret, the A note. So that melody is... Okay, but if you add in this note, this F sharp in there, the major third, sounds more interesting, right? With the lick. Okay, so that's it. That's it for this one. You know, pretty straightforward, but some fun things to think about there. The muted thing, you know, is quite important in funk. You know, getting those muted notes in there, in between your actual notes, you know, your pitches that you're playing. Sorry, if I can play in time a little bit better. A bit rusty this morning. Sorry, it's a Monday morning I'm doing this, so forgive me. A great player, you know, who's awesome at this stuff, Isaiah Sharkey. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the first name not very well there. But Mr. Sharkey is an awesome guitar player. And yeah, he does this stuff amazingly. I think there's videos on YouTube of him doing this stuff, so check that out as well. That chordal thing on the top. Excuse me, turn the volume up. You know? Practicing that, you know, changing keys as well. You know, changing it there. The backing, I'll just go through the backing as well, might as well. So I'll just play it here real slow. So that's the bass line, if you like. Bass line played on guitar. Sorry, bass players. There's a few, you know, playing that, using the open string as sort of a pedal tone, if you like, and doing it on the A string as well. Okay, that's that, and then I'm playing this in the background very faintly. I'm playing this D9 chord. Okay, so that's 9th fret on the A string, 10th fret on the D string, 9th fret on the G string, and then 10th fret on the B string. So the notes there, we've got the major third, we've got the flat 7, we've got the 9 there, which is E, and then we've got the 5th on top, which is the A note, okay? And for those of you who might be looking at this chord and thinking, oh, I know that chord, I've played it, right? So that's also an F sharp minor 7 flat 5, or G flat minor 7 flat 5, if you like. Chord, okay, if you put, okay, you can hear that very tense chord, right? Because it's very close to a diminished chord. It's a half diminished chord, right? But if you put the D on the bass, you get a D9 chord, okay? So if you know your minor 7 flat 5 shapes, start with the root starting on the A string, say if we're in, and you want to play a ninth chord, so say we're in A, right, and I want to play in, instead of playing an A7, I want to play an A9 chord. All you do is if you go up to the major third, so we go A, B, C sharp, right, C sharp is the major third, okay, in the key of A. You play your minor 7 flat 5 shape, you're going to get an A9 chord. Okay, so little tip there. You know, hopefully something new maybe for some of you. Or for others maybe not, but if you play that chord shape there, upper major third, you're going to get your ninth chord in that key. Okay? But anyway, back to the tune. Obviously I'm doing it in D. Okay, so that was the shape I was using there in that backing. Awesome. I've waffled on quite a bit today, so sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something new to practice as always, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video installment. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.